So I just realized something really interesting and wanted to record this. Maybe I'll watch it in the future and realize how much of a nerd I was or something. So I realized when you're acquiring a second language, the intuition for that language sort of grows off of like a set of intuition that you already have for another language. So like let's say you're monolingual and you speak English. Well, then you're gonna have this set of intuition in your mind for just English. And whenever you try to acquire a second language, um, then it's gonna kind of start as like mostly part of your English intuition, and then it's gonna like slowly expand off until you have enough linguistic intuition for it to become its own like set of intuition. And basically, whenever I acquired my second language, which is Japanese, obviously it came off of my intuition for English, and my progress in the beginning was extremely slow. Like, it's probably a few months to 3 months before I could really understand very much in the language. But at this point, it's own set of intuition. So I basically have these two sets in my mind, and I can switch between them. I can't use both at once, but I can be in English mode or in Japanese mode, and they're basically separate from each other. And so recently I've been immersing in Mandarin. So I've been immersing for about 3 months now. And yesterday's the first time I really spoke it since I started immersing. And I noticed I'm making pretty fast progress in the language compared to how slowly I progressed in Japanese. I mean, a large portion of that is thanks to the fact that I studied Mandarin in middle school and Chinese class, but also thanks to something interesting that I noticed, and that's that my intuition for Mandarin is not coming off of my intuition for English. It's coming off of my intuition for Japanese, which is a lot more similar to what to Mandarin than English is. And the way that I realize this is because I notice that when I read um, in Mandarin, I'll often accidentally read things, with the Japanese reading. Or what I noticed yesterday is whenever I'm speaking the language, Japanese words will pop in my head. Or like the biggest thing was whenever I was just speaking and I had to think for a second, I wouldn't say a Mandarin filler word and not an English filler word. I was saying nanka, which is like my go-to Japanese filler word. Um, so yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting that I'm basically acquiring this language based off of my intuition for my second language. And I don't know how far it is. I'm not too terribly proficient in the language quite yet, but making pretty good progress and happy with that. So, yeah.